Good morning, friend. In this video lecture, we just try to understand operation scheduling. First of all, introduction. What is operational scheduling? One of the planning function of an operation manager. It is core function. Operation scheduling is a core function of every production or operation manager. So first of all, we just try to create understanding regarding what is operation schedule. Operation schedule means work allocation schedule. When manager receive any order from the side of customer, they set a priority list. They set one schedule for the purpose of completing those order or fulfilling a requirement of customer. So if you are giving sequence, or if you are set a priority of a different machine for a worker for doing work, it is called operation scheduling. So it is a core function of production and operation manager. It is related to jobs of processes, right? If continuous processes are there, there is no need to define any operation schedule. Semi continuous processes are there, it is uh, also the operation schedule has been decided at the time of setting your capacity, at the time of initial phase. When you are selecting any machine, you are just try to define whole schedule. So in those cases it is not useful, but in jobs of processes, it is most important function uh, in the organization. In continuous and semi-continuous production process, scheduling is automatically done at the time of designing the facility. At the time of setting facility, at the time of designing facility, we already have done the operation scheduling, right? And it is one time function for a production and operation manager, while in jobs of processes, it is day by day function. As per the order, we have to modify our schedule. As the product has almost no variety and product volume are large, in a continuous and semi-continuous processes, there is no need for any operation schedule. Operation schedule in jobs of involve the following activity. Here the list of activities given regarding what type of activity has been followed in jobs of processes. First, assign job order to different machine or work center. We are just try to assign a different work order to different machinery. Decide the sequence of processing on a different machine on the basis of some priority rule called sequencing or prioritization, right? Here we are just try to set a priority to different work according to certain priority rule. For example, first come first serve, last come first serve, due date method, shortest processing time. So these are the priority method which is used for the purpose of setting priority. Planning the route of movement of material from one to other department called route. We have to define a specific route from where to where a material has been moved, from which department to which department material has been moved. We set a whole route for the movement of material. Issuing dispatch list to various work center containing information about work center, as a customer order should be processed at a first, the amount of time the processing should take, and so on. It is called dispatching. Here we are just try to pass certain order uh, on on the information of order which is delivered by customer to various work center, where total schedule and total configuration has been given. What type of work is there, in up to what due date we have to complete it. So all the type of specification has been provided there. Next, tracking the progress of various schedule job and implementation of schedule. Revise the schedule in case of delay. Expediting the completion of certain job called expediting, right? So we have to track, we have to implement whole schedule, we have to revise in case of delay, right? And expediting, these are the core function of job job sequencing. Absence of proper scheduling. In case of manager or operation manager are not able to prioritize or define a proper sequence, in those cases organization have to face lot of problem that include delay in meeting the due date of customer order. We are not able to deliver order as per requirement of customer. Second, high work in progress inventory. You can face the problem of high inventory, low utilization of work and machine. There are a lot of machine and worker who should be ideal. High setup time of machine, higher cost of production and operation, no accurate information available for the current status of job. We cannot trace job. High average completion time job. Also every job take longer time than average, right? So these are the problem which is faced by organization in absence of proper scheduling. It is same problem which discussed as earlier in picture. Next, routine, prioritizing, dispatching and expediting. So here the meaning and description of all these four element, route, prioritizing, dispatching and expediting, is given. In the job scope, the operation manager design a product according to customer requirement and decide the order of work center or department through which the product should be processed. This is called routine. Here first of all, manager define or design the product as per requirement of customer, and then after try to set order, try to define a way through which semi finished goods or raw material has been passed, has been moved from one department to other department. Now it is called routing, which specify the route to be followed by semi finished goods from one to other department. Next, dispatching. The operation manager must send information about detailed schedule of various order to the production supervisor in form of dispatch list. It is called dispatching. After defining sequencing, after defining a route, production manager issue a certain form, and the detailed information has been provided in this form to various department, right? And it is related to production, job production. It is called dispatching. Determining the priority or importance of each customer order for processing is another important task in scheduling. This is called prioritization of order or sequence. Many times there are a lot of customer who want immediate product, right? And then in many cases there are a lot of customer who need product after certain period of time. So no such sort of emergency are there for those type of customer. So we have to give priority to those customer who require immediately product. So if you are providing sequencing or priority, it is called prioritization. After processing the order, the worker inform the supervisor, who in turn inform the operation manager, who issue a move ticket to material handler. The operation manager has to keep track of progress of various job, but practically there can be a certain situation where there are deviation from schedule. In such situation, the schedule may have to be revised by manager, and some job handle on special priority basis. This is called expediting, right? In many cases, whole production schedule has been failed or delayed. So in those cases, manager have to revise the whole schedule. They have to give priority to those job which require emergency, and it is called expediting. A forward and backward scheduling. A forward schedule means assigning customer order or job to various work center based on the rule as early as possible approach. Right? If you are providing job to various work center or various machine based on the rule as early as possible, it is called forward approach. Thus a job is scheduled at a work center as soon as it free to process a job. The job is then finished as soon as possible. This approach is based on the assumption that customer is ready to receive good as soon as these are produced, right? This scheduling approach may result into high working progress inventory if the subsequent work center in the processing sequence of product is busy with some other job. Here the major limitation of this scheduling is a blockage of working capital or a blockage of raw material. If you are issuing order as soon as possible, if you are allocating work to job to workstation based on rule as soon as possible, you have to face the problem of higher working progress inventory. Next one, backward scheduling. Another way of scheduling which is based on as late as possible approach. It is based on as late as possible with the condition that the job are finished by the due date for delivery to the customer. Here we try to identify the job schedule based on due date as late as possible, right? Thus the planning process start with assigning job to the last work center in the processing sequence. Then according to the processing time of job at various work center, the schedule is worked out toward the beginning of the processing sequence. The lead time for the earlier process have to be accurate enough to support this schedule approach. We have to focus on lead time, a total processing time of job, right? And according to we have to give a priority to various job as late as possible. This approach result in significant reduction of work in progress. Yeah, it gives benefit of less inventory, but there is a huge possibility of a failure or delay in delivery of product to the customer in case of any problem has been created into our organization. A finite and infinite loading. Loading means assigning tasks to work center or machine. Total number of tasks which is assigned to workstation, it is called loading. Gantt chart are very useful tool in this process. These center were originally developed by Henry Gantt. Every machine or work center has a maximum production capacity for a normal working day. Keeping in view with this maximum capacity, when loading is called defining capacity or finite loading. If you are allocating work to any workstation based on their maximum capacity, then it is called finite loading. Thus finite loading involve assigning tasks to work center such that the maximum capacity of work center is not exceed at the any time. So here we are not setting capacity, we are not giving load then the maximum capacity of plant. Infinite loading means overlooking the maximum capacity of machine or work center while assigning task to it. Here we are not consider at the time of assigning work load to any work center. If you are not consider the maximum capacity of the machine, maximum capacity of the plant or machine, then it is called infinite loading. Infinite loading is done when the operation manager know that the excess work scheduled during soon during some time period can be shifted to other work center or time period. Another option is to do overtime or subcontracting of work during such time. We have another option. Instead of defining indefinite loading, we can do overtime, or we can allocate save work or some portion of work to another contractor, another manufacturer. So we have two options here. Instead of doing infinite loading, this is a term as capacity expansion of machine or work center. Sequencing or prioritization. Sequencing or prioritization is deciding the order or sequence of various jobs to perform on the given machine or work center on the basis of some priority rule. Here sequencing or prioritizing means you are just try to give the priority to different work on different work center based on different situation. There can be different method for sequencing. Sequencing n job on one machine problem can be solved using different priority rule. Sequencing first method, sequencing n job. Sequencing n job on one machine. In sequencing n job on one machine, the processing time of each job and the due date of delivery are required. The priority rule is then decided upon in order to sequencing the various job accordingly. The priority rule are first come first serve, last come first serve, due date method, and random method, shortest processing time method, STP. These are the practical method, and for this method I will share you a various video on job sequencing. You just view the video and try to understand. It is very simple method, right? There is no any type of complexity are there. It is very simple method. You can just view the video and try to understand whole concept, right? It is theoretical portion. First come first serve method. It is very simple. If you are allocating job to any workstation based on when job or order has been first order has been placed by customer. If any order, for example, one customer is there who place order in morning, then we just try to allocate first order which is placed in morning to work center, and one other customer who place order at noon, then we give second priority to noon, and third customer who place order in evening, then we just try to provide a third priority, third rank to customer who place order in evening. So we allocate first job morning job to work center first, then after noon job, and then after evening job. It is called first come first serve method. Second thing, last come first serve method. If we schedule job, evening order first, then after noon order second, and then after morning order in a third priority, it is called last come first serve, right? In this method, the job order received in the end is scheduled at the beginning of the sequence. Job are sequenced according to their date of arrival. The job order received at the earliest is the schedule at the end of the sequence. Due date method. Here we assign a job to various workstation based on their due date. A job having earlier due date, we have to process it first. So we give first priority to those date who have earlier due date, right? In this method, job are sequence according to their due date of delivery. The job with the earliest due date is scheduled at the beginning of the sequence. Last one is random method. As the same name suggests, jobs are selected for processing at a random by the worker. The processing sequence may vary from individual to individual. Shortest processing time, STP method. In this method, the priority rule of sequencing is based on processing time required by specific job. The job with the shortest processing time is scheduled first. For example, there are three job is there, that include first job require only 2 hours, second job require 5 days, and third job require only 1 hour. So we have to set a third job first. We have to give priority to third job first, due because of they have only 1 hour, 1 hour of shortest processing time. The remaining job are sequenced according to their processing time length. The job with the maximum processing time is scheduled at the end of the sequence. Are you able to understand? It has been established that the shortest processing time is the best method in the terms of all comparison criteria. The most common comparison criteria for the method or priority rule are total flow time, mean flow time, and average lateness. It is a practical problem, right? Thank you so much.